If each of you can close your eyes, take a deep breath, smile, and commit this overwhelming feeling of happiness and joy to your memory. The rest of the evening is going to fly by. Open your eyes, take a long look at each other, take a look out at all the smiling faces in the crowd, and take a mental picture of the ceremony that each of you have worked so hard to perfect. Someday, maybe 20 years down the road, you can come back to this exact moment right here and remember why you fell in love with each other in the first place. Just in case your memory fades, I'll go ahead and take a picture for you. I was serious.
Growing up, Kirsten wasn't really that focused on boys. That was definitely more my department, but regardless of that, it didn't matter whatever scenario we were playing, whether it was Barbies or library or drive-through, whatever it was, we always had fake boyfriends and fake husbands. I mean, without fail. I don't know why we thought it was gonna come so soon, but we were very concerned about having our first kiss. So we drew pictures of our fake boyfriends on 8.5 by 11 pieces of ruled paper, and we then proceeded to tape those pieces of paper to her closet door and have our first kiss with the closet door.
John and I met in elementary school while he was hitting moonshots off me at Christie Field. We hung out a little bit in middle school, and then high school is when we really became close. We spent our days installing sprinklers and evenings at Valley View. Yeah, you did hear that correctly. John installing sprinklers. Don't get me wrong, he was the best looking sprinkler guy that Gallatin County had to offer. One day I walk around the trailer and I look, and John's kind of sitting in the trailer, and the sun kind of was going like this, and just see 2 white feet. Before I can say anything, John looks at me and he goes, "How else am I supposed to keep this tan line?"
You look so handsome, and I'm so excited to be standing up here with you. You are my first boyfriend, the first boy I introduced to my family, and the first boy I've fallen in love with. I have been told by friends on more than one occasion that the first guy I really dated would be the guy I ended up marrying.
I've never been much of a believer in fate, but it's difficult to think that you and I meeting 7 years ago in a crowd of 30,000 people dancing to Avicii at the Gorge was purely luck. If it was, then I am indeed the luckiest man alive. It's not every day that a beautiful blonde, wearing bright red sunglasses with an unforgettable smile, comes up and asks you if she can stand on your shoulders. I would have never imagined that a chance meeting like this would eventually lead to the happiest moment of my life, but it did. I met my greatest friend that day.
I still remember the gut feeling I had in my stomach when she came home from the Gorge and told me that she had met John.
And she was like, "Sarah, I met a guy." I was like, "Okay, what's he like?" She goes, "Tan and buff." And I was like, okay, she found a pretty boy at the Gorge.
Got back and I was asking him how the concert was, and he wasn't talking about the concert at all. He was talking about some girl he met. All right, cool. A couple months later, I was over at his house again, and that's all he was talking about was the same girl. He goes, "Cam, you gotta meet her." I said, "You're right. I need to meet this girl that completely swept you off your feet."
From the very first day, conversation was natural, easy, and fun. Not to mention I found you quite attractive. I still vividly remember looking at you that first day and thinking, "Oh my God, I can't believe this guy's talking to me."
Within 6 months of dating, long distance, we were going over a list of universities all over the US that you were applying to for nursing school. After reviewing the list, I told you that I would follow you to any one of them with one exception, NYU and New York City.
When he said they were going to New York, I said, well, what's your plan? Without hesitation, I'm going with her.
Who is this guy? Like, really? Like, you're going to New York to live with her?
Before I knew it, I had packed my entire life into 2 suitcases, was on a flight across the country to live with a girl and rent an apartment that I knew for less than 1 year. Looking back, it seems absolutely crazy, but I've never doubted it for one day.
As we embark on this next adventure called marriage, I promise to be the best wife I can be to you. I'll support your dreams and ambitions as your #1 fan and advocate, and continue to challenge you and never let you give up on yourself.
Faith, love, hard work, laughs, tears, and a few much-needed martinis brought us all to this incredible moment.
You are completely irreplaceable friends and families to all that are here. You love each other's imperfections and support each other no matter what. And you two are the type of couple that people strive to be.
Please join me in raising a glass and wishing John and Kirsten health, happiness, and a long, loving marriage. Cheers.
I'll continuously seek out ways to make you smile and laugh, and I'll put in the work needed to ensure this partnership remains loving, healthy, and forever fun. You're my best friend, I love you, and you forever have my whole heart.
I will cherish you for all the days of our lives and always put you first, because above all else, you are what matters most to me. Lastly, and most importantly, I promise that there will never be something so difficult in our lifetime that we can't get through together. I love you.
For the first time, I now present to you Mr. and Mrs. Stinson.